After finally getting around to Battlefield 6 and with Season 1 approaching, I figure it's a good time to make this video and really just give my thoughts on Battlefield 6. For context, I am not a hardcore Battlefield player, but I do enjoy Battlefield, and my favorite ones being Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 2, Bad Company 2. Those are the, to me, pinnacle of Battlefields. I wasn't too high on Battlefield 5. Battlefield 1 just came out at a wrong time for me personally. And then Battlefield 2042 is, well, I'm surprised people are still playing it. Let's put it that way. Essentially, Battlefield 6 is the best Battlefield that we've had since Battlefield 4, in my opinion. And with that being said, the developers have done, for the most part, a really good job. This game looks good. It sounds good. It runs really good. And overall, my experience with this game is mostly positive. So let's talk about the positives. Obviously, the presentation is really good. The atmosphere is really good, especially when you're playing Conquest and you're with your mates. This Battlefield atmosphere has always been on fire, and Battlefield 6 is no different. This is definitely a true Battlefield experience. Another thing that I also like is that, yes, this game is essentially a complete package. You do have a campaign, there is the multiplayer, you do have Portal, and it is reported that when Season 1 drops, they will be adding Battle Royale that, to my understanding, is supposed to be free to play for everybody. So we'll see if that sticks, but overall, there's a lot to like here. And most importantly, to the credit of the developers, they take the community's feedback seriously, because as they have already addressed some of the issues that I had about this game when I was playing it. So let's start with the elephant in the room in terms of negatives. The big negative here for this game is the campaign itself. It's not that the campaign is bad in any way, shape, or form. It's just that it feels like the campaign is 10 years old. And essentially, if you're going to buy this game for the campaign, I would highly recommend not doing so, as the campaign is not worthy of a full purchase. But if you are looking for the complete Battlefield experience, if you are going to play multiplayer as your primary method of playing the game, and you want to play the campaign, absolutely play the campaign. Check it out. It's definitely an enjoyable 5 hours, but it's definitely not worth buying the game for. The other elephant in the room that really agitates me is this game's UI. The UI, the user interface in this game, is pretty terrible. Some of the worst UI that I've seen, not the worst, but definitely some of the worst that I've seen, and it's definitely cumbersome and frustrating to use, especially when it comes to the challenges. The challenges in this game are not progressing properly, or they're not providing the player clear instructions on how to complete said challenges. It'll tell you things like, you need to do this much healing of a squad mate. You'll go play the game, heal some squad, and then look at your progression, and it didn't progress at all. So either it's not progressing, the tracking of it is not working properly, or they're not giving you, at times, the proper information to complete that, saying that, oh, you have to do this, but you have to do this in this game mode. Like, where's the information? So the UI, in terms of just like managing, navigating, as well as giving the player the information they need, is just not good at all. Now, in terms of the issues that I had with the game while playing that did get addressed, it was two areas. First and foremost, progression. One of the issues that I originally had while playing the game that has been addressed is with the progression. The progression has been patched already, where they've made it easier to progress and level up your weapons, while simultaneously still keeping the end game stuff more of a grind as it should be. It just allows casual players to progress the game at a more even pace versus the slog that it was. The other thing that they addressed was the bot lobbies in Portal, where they were just specifically used for farming. They have now fixed that as well. So they are listening to the community for the most part, which is a big positive, especially with developers these days. But they're still not perfect. And I say this because as a classic Battlefield player, I prefer to play the game with closed weapon playlist, as that is the true definitive way to play Battlefield. And unfortunately, they do not treat the closed playlists with respect, in my opinion. First and foremost, what they tend to do and what they love to do is there's only ever one closed weapon playlist, and it rotates. So if you want to play closed weapons on Conquest and it's not on the playlist, you have to go to Portal to do that. And then you still have to find players to fill that. That's a problem. And because of this, the closed weapon playlist is essentially dying, in my opinion, because I would play at regular hours and I would check the players, and when I play closed weapons, it is mostly filled with bots versus when I play the open playlist version of that same playlist, and it's like filled with actual players. So that is another disappointing thing if you want that classic Battlefield closed weapon experience. While it's here, it doesn't look like it's going to last much longer, unfortunately. That being said, overall, they have made great strides with Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 looks good. It plays great. It is the better Battlefield in a long time. And with Season 1, they are providing the usual, what you would expect for content, maps, weapons, cosmetics, battle pass, etc. All things that people should be used to at this point when it comes to live service games. And of course, the dropping of the Battle Royale that's supposed to happen as well. So overall, if you like Battlefield, you should definitely check out Battlefield 6. If you're new to the franchise, this is a great entry point, as overall, what's here is definitely worth picking up for any first-person shooter fan. Overall, despite the jank that Battlefield has, despite some of the issues that are still prevalent, the game is thoroughly enjoyable, and I would recommend it. I'm giving Battlefield 6 an 8 out of 10. This is Veteran Gamer, and I hope to see you guys next time.